This is Jamie Clover Adams. I'm the Director of the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. This is my husband, Lyle, and we're here today at my parents' farm in Ionia County, Michigan. We're here to talk to you today about all of the efforts around Michigan for wildfire relief out in the western part of our country, and to ask for your help. 3.5 weeks ago, a massive wildfire moved through the states of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Colorado, burning thousands of square miles of land. 7 people died, homes were burned to the ground, nearly 2 million acres of land burned. And if you're from Michigan, think about the county of Marquette in our Upper Peninsula. It would be like the entire county of Marquette, our largest county, burning completely to the ground. And thousands of cattle and horses and other animals perished. This has left a great sadness in our heart. You know, as you can see, not as many today, but I grew up with cattle here. And my folks always taught me that there were things in this world that you had to do whether you wanted to do them or not. And these folks, I think, showed great courage and great strength. They fought the wildfires. And when the sun came up and the fire was gone, there were thousands of dead animals. And those animals that made it through were required to put them down. And I'm not certain whether I would have that kind of strength. So I think these are people who are very strong, but they need our help. Michigan farmers and truckers and many from across our rural communities have already stepped up to help. I'm aware of 4 convoys that have already left Michigan to take supplies to the western states. 1 left yesterday, and then there's another one that'll leave next Thursday for Beaver, Oklahoma. You know, I've always said I have the best job. I work for the best people, I serve the best people, and those are the farmers of our state. And in this instance, they've proven me right yet again, and they've inspired us. So we're here today to ask for your help. Lyle and I are going to donate $500 to the Michigan Ag Community Wildlife Relief Fund. And I'd like to also say that the Michigan Agriculture Commission, made up of 5 individuals representing agriculture, are also donating $500 for a total of a $1,000 donation. This includes Trevor Meacham, he's a fruit and vegetable farmer from Southwest Michigan, Brian Pridgeon, a hog farmer from Branch County, Diane Hansen, a potato farmer from up in Delta County in the UP, Drew Montry, who farms with her husband in Bath Township, and Bob Kennedy, who works for the Andersons Grain Company. So together, we're going to make that donation. For Lyle and I, this is a very personal issue. We spent nearly a decade in Kansas. Our daughter was born there. And I had the honor and the privilege of serving as the Secretary of Agriculture for the state of Kansas. These are our friends and our colleagues. And I said I needed your help. Well, we have a challenge. Lyle and I will match up to $3,000 of public contributions for our recovery efforts. And there are 2 ways that you can help. 1, you can take a check or cash into any chemical bank across the state, made out to the Michigan Agriculture Community Wildlife Relief Fund, and then in the memo line put wildlife relief as well, and that will go into that fund. But for those of you that like electronic, or if you're younger and you don't really know where the bank is, we do have a GoFundMe page where you can contribute as well. And that would be Plains Wildfire with a / and then my name, Jamie Clover Adams. And I think it's important to remember as we raise these funds that this is a marathon. It is not a sprint. This is not going to be fixed in the next month. These folks are going to need our help for a while. You know, for example, they need a lot of fencing for pasture. If they'll be ready, we've got about 3 weeks to get the fences back up. They had rain these past 2 days like we have, but it's important to remember here in Michigan we get an average of about 32 inches of rain a year. out in that part of the country they get anywhere from 18 to 24 inches. So it used to be, if you can see behind me that pasture, Dad and I, we could put cattle on there in August. They can't do that out there, and so they need to get those cattle on pasture as quickly as possible while the pasture is there. So hay is needed. You know, Mark Gardner from Gardner Angus Ranch out there lost 42,000 acres of land. Talks about how he strategically positioned his hay so that it would be safe from wildfire. They lost everything, and so they need hay, they need fencing supplies, they need milk replacer, animal feed, veterinary supplies, and all kinds of other needs. And so that's what this money will go for. So folks, I'd ask you, if you contribute $25, Lyle and I will match that, and your donation will be $50. This would really help out the folks in Kansas, so we really do need your help. Again, there's 2 ways that you can donate. Any chemical bank location across the state of Michigan. You can go in with a check made out to the Michigan Ag Community Wildlife Relief Fund with wildlife relief in the memo line, or you can take cash and tell them what you'd like it for. We're also, you can mail it in, and if you go to our website, michigan.gov/MDARD, MDARD, you can get the address of where you could mail that in. And then also the GoFundMe page, Plains Wildfire / Jamie Clover Adams. We will double your donations up to $3,000. So again, thank you. I really appreciate your help. We need to step up, all of us, and help supplement the efforts of Michigan's farmers and truckers and those in our rural communities who have already filled this gap. And here we'll come on and help provide an additional amount of support. Thank you.